what's up, guys? Happy New Year and welcome to Global Boy Clothing's Q&A. Global Boy Clothing was made to inspire and motivate people and help them achieve their goals across many different industries, from artists to athletes and creatives. So who better to start this Q&A off with my friend and USA Olympian Daryl Homer. What's up, Daryl?
I'm well. So, for the viewers, that's like the fifth or sixth time person tried to have the intro went smooth.
Yeah, do you know what? It's been a minute. I can't lie. We tried it. We've been doing it for a minute, but finally we get it cracked down. Yeah.
I'm happy you're getting it, brother.
But yeah, thank you for joining me on this. Obviously, it's something that I've put up together, and like I said, Global Clothing is here to motivate and inspire people. And obviously, you being you, you've achieved so much amazing things in your life. And, you've helped a lot of people along the way as well, because I've seen you work with many different projects. I've seen you working in Africa and obviously with a lot of youth in America as well. So thank you very much for joining. How are you doing? How are things?
Yeah, brother. I'm doing good. I'm in Harlem, New York City right now.
Yes.
In a good time, relaxing.
Living a good life. I see you switching up the hairstyle as well.
Yeah, we're locking it a little bit. What about you? You growing yours out?
Yeah. I'm trying to grow mine out, do the curly thing as well. You get me, but trying to do the curly thing, man. Okay. But yeah, again, thanks for coming on. So yeah, we have a few questions for you. Obviously, some from members of the public. So let me get this kick started with the first question. And the first question is, how did you feel when you first fully committed yourself to fencing?
Yeah, I think that I probably, when I first committed to myself to fencing, I felt excited is what I'll say. I think it was probably the first thing that I learned to achieve on a high level in. It was the first thing, the kind of my first passion. So it was really exciting when I got the opportunity to dive fully into fencing and to experience it holistically.
Yeah. Was there any other sports that you was interested in or that you did when you was younger?
Yeah, I mean, every kid here wants to play basketball. The basketball phase for sure. I played baseball for a while. Did cross country, track and field for a little bit as well.
Wait. You did cross country?
Yeah.
Don't lie, bro.
There was a Jamaican track coach in my elementary school who we run fast over here, always talking like that. So I did cross country for a little bit. I probably would have been a better sprinter now, knowing my profile, but I tried cross country.
Okay, no, that's good, man. That's good to know. So obviously, you being an athletic person, doing many different sports. Next question is, how important is strength and conditioning to you? And does it make a big impact on your performances?
Yeah, I mean, I think that strength and conditioning is important in terms of being able to move, being able to keep stability, balance, core strength. So those are definitely things I focus on specifically. But yeah, I definitely keep a pretty strict workout routine, especially in weeks away from competitions.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite routines, like favorite exercises that you like to do?
Yeah, I'm a big biker, so interval biking and treadmill sprints, balance work with the Bozu ball, anything that kind of can really just like simulate different muscle groups while also keep balance and stay strong is really important to me.
Do you know what? Like when I've seen your videos, you don't do much of the just strict weights, do you? You do a lot more, like you said, with the ball and a lot more dynamic stuff rather than just
lift. Especially for us, like bulk up really quickly. So I try to make sure I'm staying active in addition to doing some strength work.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to know.
Functional strength work. I think they call it functional strength work. Yeah.
Okay. So for the people, then they know they have to get into the S&C. Has to be done.
Yeah, 100%.
Be done, man. Cool. So going into the next question, obviously competition day, and you're preparing, you're getting ready for your matches. What songs are on Daryl Homer's playlist?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I can listen to anything from Lauryn Hill, Whitney Houston, to a Meek Mill, a Jay-Z, a Nas. I'm definitely gonna be playing the new Nas album a lot now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, some Skepta on there as well.
Come on,
But
have to
yeah,
have
I
a bit
think
of Skeppy on it, you know?
a little Skeppy. But for me, JC new rapper out of New York City. But I definitely think it's more about how I feel and just honoring how I feel and just getting my mind ready for the competition.
Yeah, so obviously not every preparation is going to be the same for you. Is that what you're saying? Some days you want to hear a bit more upbeat music and get in the vibe.
I want to hear some Sam Cooke in the morning,
Yeah,
Change
no,
the
I feel you,
format.
man.
Days I want to hear, a little Barrington Levy,
Yes. You
a
know
little
about
Wayne
Barrington.
Wonder. I just jump around. It depends on how I feel.
That's good to know, man. That's good to know. Cool. So that leading into the next question, obviously that's your preparation for competitions with music. But the next question is, which books have had the biggest impact in your life, and how have they ever made you change the way you think?
Yeah, so I mean, I've had like two different stages. I had like the stage where I was just trying to be great, Kobe Bryant mode, right? So I'd read a lot of stuff like The Tipping Point, Greatness is the Choice, a lot of work focused on 10,000 hours and how people achieve, right? I think most recently I've probably gone into more identity type books. So I think books like The $40 Million Slave, when you read Muhammad Ali's biography, just Gordon Parks and Muhammad Ali and their relationship, just kind of reading about athletic figures in a way that humanizes them holistically as people as well.
Yeah.
I think we spoke earlier about the fact that a lot of athletes enjoy reading books on other athletes and just their mindsets and how they kind of have gone through different challenges.
Yeah.
So that's really important to me. And I also think I watch a fair amount of documentaries on sports for sure, and just understanding like the holistic picture of what these athletes are going through. And I really try to relate it to myself.
I'm guessing you've seen The Last Dance then.
Yeah, of course I watched The Last Dance.
Yeah, very inspirational. Very, very inspirational. Is there a book that you could recommend now to people watching? Is there a book, one book specifically right now that you can recommend?
I have Michael Jordan books where he talks about his mindset that are pretty interesting, but I think like a really, really good book would be, it's called Own Your Greatness. And it's about overcoming imposter syndrome. That's a really, really, really important one. Imposter syndrome. None of us think we're as great as we really are. So how do we own that? How do we own our greatness? How does Curtis Miller own his greatness? How does Daryl Homer own his greatness to be the best possible versions of ourselves?
Yes, that's important. That's good. Thank you for sharing that with us. And hopefully people can take that on board and hopefully read it in the future for themselves as well. So obviously reading books, you learn a lot from other people, other athletes and things like that. Taking that on board, the next question is, what are your 3 do's and 3 don'ts?
Ooh, so 3 do's. Be yourself. Be honest. And be committed to growth.
Okay, good. And your 3 don'ts?
Don't lie. Don't steal. Don't cheat.
Okay, they're good ones, man. Very good ones. And the reasons why to those?
Yeah, like I think that the 3 do's are things that I try to make guiding principles in my life today. The 3 don'ts are things that I've outgrown at different parts of my life.
Yeah, okay. So it's kind of like, obviously throughout the years, you kind of learn different things and you learn how to be a better person and things that you should do, shouldn't do.
Yeah. I was kicking it in the ends when I was younger,
Yeah. So you grew up in Harlem, lived in Harlem, or?
I grew up in the Northeast Bronx.
Oh, okay. All right, and then moved to Harlem.
Yeah, the bits and bops.
The bits and bops. Nice. All right, then. Let's not go into details with that one. So, moving on to the next question. How do you manage being a role model to many young athletes, and especially many young Black athletes?
Yeah, I try to just be me, right? I think sometimes where people get into trouble is when they try to be a role model. So, I just uphold standards of how I think I should move and the way I should behave. And by doing that, if I'm able to inspire people, I'm really happy about it. And yeah, I just try to stay authentic to myself, keep it authentic.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you working with quite a few younger guys in your fencing club, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think I mean, you're in the group chat, so we all have just formed a community where we support each other, we exchange information. They help me with things, I help them with things, and it's just a family type atmosphere. That's super important to me,
No,
to feel like
100%.
there's family around me in different spaces. So
Yes, 100%, man. It makes a big difference. You know, when you feel like you're in a nice community, you feel like you're loved by other people and you're loving others as well. It makes you
100%,
feel a lot better, you know?
love.
It's all love, man. Has any of the younger guys tried to challenge you in training?
That's what we do every day.
Every day.
Every day.
You're going to get another challenger today at training, I bet.
Yeah, every day. Well, we have a tournament coming up. We have two tournaments coming up, so that'll be the challenge for all of us.
That's the real challenge there. Yeah, I get you, man. Hopefully you're ready for that one.
Thank you, bro.
So moving on, what is your favorite moment? What is your favorite moment in fencing?
It's gonna be a little cliche, but my favorite fencing moments are like when I was a kid, I was young, and every medal, everything you won was excitement, right? It was all the first time for everything. So I think those are my favorite moments. I've had some success along the way. I'm hoping I'm working to have more success, right? Um, but yeah, that's kind of like those are my favorite fencing moments.
Yeah. Is
Sure.
there is there any like specific touches, like specific hits that you'd say is your favorite? I
Um,
remember specifically the one you did in Montreal, the duck
yeah, yeah.
fire post.
Yeah,
Clean.
no, I appreciate you. I mean, for every time I get those touches, I've lost a ton of those touches too. So,
Mm,
um, I mean, I just love touches where I'm in control. I'm able to kind of like get my opponent to do things the way I want them to do them. Tight distance repos type thing.
yeah.
Those are like my favorite touches.
Yeah. Would you say that being said, would you say you're more of a wait and see what happens before you make the move, or are you the more like aggressive type of fencer?
I'm mixing it now, but I think historically I've been more of I'm going to do what I want to do, and now I'm kind of mixing the two together.
Okay, nice one. Okay. So moving on to the next one. This is quite important. This is quite a nice one, to be fair. How proud are your parents of what you've achieved?
Yeah, my mom's like my biggest fan. Everything. She's super supportive. She has always been really supportive, and yeah, her heart beats out of her chest every time I'm competing. So she's like my biggest advocate, fan, supporter, whatever positive word you can throw in there.
Yeah.
Really appreciate her for that.
No, it's true, man. I mean, it's one of those ones where when you get to a certain age, you start representing your country. You're obviously flying out by yourself. Like, it's a nice thing to do, but we do still remember those years back in the day when parents, they always came to the competitions to support you, make sure
They
you got
make
your
you lunch for the
water, your food.
competition.
Say that again, sorry?
They make you lunch for the competition. You know what I mean? All of that.
Exactly. Everything like that. So, yeah. Do you remember those years, like back in the day when she was supporting you like that?
Of course, of course, of course.
Yeah. How does it feel now that you've escalated from, the grassroots level with that support from your mum to obviously now making it on the big stage with the American team?
Yeah, I mean, it's humbling, I guess. It's humbling for sure. And it just shows you there's still more work to get done, but it's very, very humbling, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's been a good journey, man. So obviously, mum, big shout out to you for supporting.
Yeah, I'll make sure to tell her that.
Good. All right. Moving into the last question. Is there anything for us to expect from you in the near future?
Yeah, right now I'm locked in on fencing. I want to just see how much longer I can do it for and on the highest level of what I can do. So that's the biggest thing to expect from me right now. And anything else I'll keep you tuned for.
Yeah, of course. I mean, 3 more years until the next Olympics, 2024.
Facts.
So big one coming up. Well, 2 years now, really, truly. How are you feeling for the preparations? How are you feeling?
We've just started, so I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about Tbilisi, Georgia in 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
2 weeks time. That's the next big one.
Yes.
Nice one. Daryl, thank you so much for joining me on the Q&A. I wish you all the best in the future, and obviously, hopefully, see you soon. Yeah.
All right, take care, Curtis. I appreciate you.
Peace and
Global
love.
boy.